Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, welcome back to another 5-minute muse at this, the 5-minute quickie. Personal Development Unplugged with me, Paul. And I'm talking about the art of making life richer. Richer, Paul? Yeah, richer. Because if we start pulling weeds and planting flowers, life will become richer. That's clear, isn't it? Nah, not at all. But it will become clear because it's a 5-minute muse. And this was a saying that I overheard on a conversation on that Modern Wisdom podcast. Brilliant. It is really, really brilliant. And you can either do this mindfully or at the end of the day. And it will make life richer. And ideally, what you want to be doing is, doing it at the beginning of the day, end of the day, in the middle of the day. But certainly, I'll explain. But doing both. You see, what is pulling weeds for a start? Pulling weeds is effectively something happens negatively in your day. Something you get maybe an emotion. Maybe you get angry, frustrated, a little sad, or you get a little guilty, or something comes along to create something. Because they always happen, don't they? Things happen during the day. But if you can catch it in that moment and go, hey, what can I learn from this? And it only needs to be a couple of breaths, maybe. That long. And what's that, 10 seconds? Understand the feeling. And just ask, whoa, what am I expressing here? What's happening? How can I learn from this? Or maybe the question is, what do I need to learn from this? What are you trying to teach me? There's always learnings. And if you can do it in the moment, you're becoming pretty mindful. And if you can get that mindfulness and really be in the moment, those weeds will not grow because you've pulled them out at the root. And you're doing them when they're small, tiny little things. Because if you say got angry a little bit now, and the next time you get a little bit more angry, and another thing comes along and you get a bit more angry, what tends to happen is you're dumping on yourself with the anger from not the last one, but the last one before that and the one before that. And in the end, you're getting to a point where little thing happens. We've all been there, haven't we? Where something small happens and we explode. And the intensity that we explode, or we maybe just react, maybe I'm talking about myself, but the intensity that we react isn't appropriate for that situation, that event. But we've dumped and brought along all that other anger that we haven't dealt with. So if you can deal with this negative emotion in its infancy by pulling the weed, just pulling that weed, you will be going into making life richer because it's not going to explode. You're not going to be stacking them up. Yeah. Okay, pulling weeds. What about planting flowers? Because planting flowers is, when you think about it, when positive things happen. When you get a positive thing and you're in the moment, be there. Suddenly, stop. We do that stopping and pausing, but just take maybe 2 or 3 breaths to feel that feeling. You could learn from it, but just feel the feeling. And when you feel that feeling, really feel it intensely, maybe because it's such a good feeling, in those 5 or 10 seconds, you make it more intense because it's such a good feeling. And you can intensify feelings. But if you do it in the moment and you catch it, you are now saying to your unconscious mind, wow, this is good. This is good. And you're beginning to plant flowers. And if you do that more often, the weeds will disappear. You'll see less weeds. You'll notice more flowers. You'll notice more positive things happening in your life because you're now saying to your unconscious mind, this is what I like, this is what I love, it's such a great feeling, I can intensify it, it feels good, I feel safe. It will make all the things in your brain, all those chemicals and whatever, well, they just start bagging out, and these fires together, wires together. So you'll get all those synaptic gaps, the neural pathways all firing and coming together, and you'll be overwhelming. So much more negativity, so you don't see it, but you're also telling your unconscious mind or your reticulating activating system, look for more of this. Because it feels so bloody good. It really does. And the more you do it, the more you have it. And the more you have it, the more you find it. And it just keeps repeating itself more and more. And what a life to have. Anything negative comes along, you pick it away. Just feel it for the moment. What can I learn from this? Let it dissipate. Isn't it wonderful? Now that's the one thing you do in the day. The other part is just before you go to sleep. Just before you go to sleep and you're just closing your eyes, you're taking those wonderful, gentle breaths to let you just nod off, to go to the land and nod. Just for maybe at least 2, but maybe 3 minutes. Just recapping the day. In your mind, what were those flowers? Those events in your day where you planted flowers. Maybe you missed them. Maybe you did miss them. You picked out a couple, but then as you think back over your day, the things that you enjoyed, and feel that feeling again, and keep feeling it, and keep feeling it. And just for 2 or 3 minutes, as you breathe in, you'll sleep far better, but your unconscious mind will then take it to another level while you sleep and dream. So in the morning, you then stack in good life, a rich life. And that's all there is to it. And that just comes from that little sentence. Pulling the weeds, planting flowers. And that's all you have to remember. This is a weed. Let it go. This is the flower. Oh, I'm going to just make this so much, really enjoy this feeling. Just for a moment or two, because it might just keep resonating. What a wonderful thing for you to do. I hope you enjoyed that. Get to listen to it on the Modern Wisdom podcast. Can't remember who it was, but great guy. I might put it in the show notes if I can find it. I try to, but that's the concept. And you will find, day by day, your days will get richer. Richer in emotions. And that's what we're here for. You know, we talk about goal setting and all that stuff and making life whatever. It's all about enjoying the emotions of every breath. And if you can stack your life, stack your days with feeling better emotions, your days are going to be better. You're going to have more energy. You're going to start hitting those goals. You start being the person you dream of, and everyone gets to be around you when you're like that. Isn't that great? Please do share this. Share this concept. If you explain it to somebody else, it means that you get to learn it a bit more and you understand how much you learn of it, and it ain't that complicated, is it? And please share. That would be really nice, because when you do that, everyone gets to get a little bit more, and you won't know, but you may know it will just make this podcast that much richer for everybody. More people will get to hear about it. Have more fun than you can stand. Subscribe and fly.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.